out at night, beyond to the marrow, keeping out of sight, where we all glow into new flow. Sunset spilling out, light leaks on the pavement, shadows blacking out, punk rock and pagan, dancing like a kid, stepping on the stair, heart like cars of red. Black holes in your eyes, hiding for nothing. Symbols in the skies, something is coming. Kick drum, prop you up, dead man on the dance floor. Pulsing through your blood, get ready.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Yeah, we're covering the NFL, by the way, too, because playoff games have been awesome. But no, we're covering Cool Cats a ton. That's a hot project. It's we're hoping it pulls almost like a Mutants 2.0 as it gets kicked off here. But we'll start with the Cool Pets, and we'll get into some other news. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to bring in the other guys right now. Yo, we're live, boys.
Yo.
What's going on?
Yo. Not much. Crazy weekend. NFTs are in a crazy bull cycle once again. Didn't take long.
I know. I think the Mutants ran for up over 5 Ethereum the past weekend. The Kennel Club ran heavy. Azuki's ran. I mean, almost any project that anyone's really looking at has ran, to be honest.
Clone X is up to like 17, 18 ETH at this point. Everything's super up. All the blue chips. And Cool Cats 15 ETH right now in anticipation of the Cool Pets, which started their minting process today for the Cool Cat holders. And then other people that got pre-sale. It's mutant level inventory, so 20,000, similar to Mutants and Clone X, and people are really excited. Mint price is 0.5, and should be a good one.
One thing I'm trying to, so the Mutants, it wasn't all 20,000 at once. It was 10,000 at once, and then you got the trickle in from people that were using the serums on their board Apes. So with 20,000. It's going to be pretty quickly. So how that's going to affect the price will be interesting.
I was saying I'm considering like Cool Cat floor, I believe is like 15 ETH. I would bet that these probably are like a fourth of that price. Floor price seems to make sense to me just to start, which would be like 3.75. I think if they dip below 3, that between 2 and 3 ETH, I think is probably going to be a safe buy, especially with 0.5 mint price. So that's where I'm looking. More detailed call to come, but that's the target for me right now. Anything below 3.
Below 3.
That's what I'm thinking.
Huh.
Because 3 would be a fifth of the original Cool Cat price. It would think they're going much lower.
I think Mutants were like an eighth or something, though, weren't they?
Were they, though?
Even a 10th.
At 40?
I mean, they went to 5, and then they went to 6, 7.
Much less mature market, though, at that time.
Yeah, it's true. Personally, I will look for, so if they're 0.5, I'll look for an entry below 1.5 on Cool Pets. That's when I'll start paying attention, personally.
You think they'll go that low?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
That would be insane.
The fact that there are, 20,000 and 18,500 of them. There's no real competition to get them. Other than whatever they've already done to get whitelist. But yeah, that being said, I don't know, man. There's a lot of eyes on this one.
I think the demand's going to be so strong because like the whitelist stuff, obviously everyone with the Cool Cat is getting one. safe to assume a lot of them will be holding because a lot of the cool cat guys, you know, aren't flippers at this point. A lot of them are in this for the long haul. And then 8,500 to whitelist. I would imagine maybe like conservatively we could say like one half to 2/3 of those people quick flip, but the rest just hold. But I feel like the demand will far outweigh the supply on these.
Yeah,
If the floor is high, my play will be to get a rare. Try to get a rare one at like 4 or 5.
Right.
Just
That'd
like
be
the
sick.
doodles, if they look really cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
People are excited about this one, man. And then 1,500 minting public tomorrow, which isn't much. So
Are you guys even going for public?
we'll see. I'd say maybe, but
Yeah.
depending on how they do it, there could be pretty bad gas. I'm not sure. I'm
Is there a
waiting for it to
limit?
go.
How many can you do on public?
gotta be
It's got to be one. It's
Yeah, I
whitelist
agree.
one, and
Yeah.
and even cool cat holders only get one. So,
Yeah, okay. So
which
yeah, it's about-
again, I think that the fact that they only get one, even the cool cat holders, I feel like that further
That's great.
incentivizes people not to sell. So I think
Eden-
there'll be fewer available.
Were cool cat holders given like a mint period for them to be able to mint to avoid gas, or are they minting like all at once? They get a
Put it
certain
for
amount
like
of stuff?
24 hours.
Got it.
Well,
Okay.
cool cat holders can mint forever starting at 4 p.m. and then the allow list gets the 24 hours.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So these people who are
So-
selling their cool cats, they don't already, like, you have to have it at time of mint to mint, right? I'm
Right.
assuming.
Correct. Yeah, and there's a website there where you can check to see if the cool cat has had its cat minted.
So
You know what an
after the
interesting
fact,
play might also be is if cool cats come down, like
Yeah,
anyone
right.
that does dump cool cats right after this,
you gotta buy it.
they might get swooped right
Yeah.
back up. Because I mean, you look at the market, like we said, Clone X at 18, Azuki at near 10. If cool cats were to dump back
Yeah,
down
that'd be
to
undervalued
even
for
12,
sure.
Yeah, even like 12-ish or 11. I mean, with the exposure they're going to be getting from this project, if anything, Mutants helped the Bored Ape Yacht Club brand get further exposure and more momentum. And we could see, I mean, if executed properly, this could do something similar for the OG Cool Cats. So
I like
could be
that a
something to
lot.
watch. Yeah.
I like that a lot. I think Mutants gave a lot of people access to the Bored Ape ecosystem that otherwise were priced out, and I think this will do the same.
Right.
So if we can get if you can get the big boy, the cool cat, for a good price, I like that a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah, Freddie, they were really undervalued, the MACs.
Yeah, man. I was watching some videos the other day just of them, people floor shopping Mutants at like a 3.7 floor to, you're getting M2s at like 4.5, etc. Just crazy.
I mean, you have between where we're at now and 28, there's like 16 or something. There's not a lot. There's 2 before 27. So yeah, these projects have really ran the past 5 days or so. Cool cats are, I'd say we covered them well. Well, one thing I do want to check,
Mutants, kind of
are
like
the
we were
cool
saying
cats, is there 4 or 5 different, like, they're like clans or something? I remember seeing that. We're looking at
like
it now on
different
the
types of
screen.
animals or something.
No, I read about it, how here it is, the cool pets. There's like 4 different, trying to find where it talks about this. Cool cats.
It's a couple pages in on that Cooltopia link.
Yeah, I'm trying
gotta
to
scroll
find
down.
it. Cool pet elements. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 4 elements: fire, water, grass, air. I remember them
If I'm
announcing
not-
this a while ago.
If I'm not mistaken, I think all of the cool pets start off as the same thing, and then people can get items for them that change them into one of the elements. So I don't know if there will be rares like off the
Oh,
rip.
so you have to maybe do like earn milk or something, and then you can earn items or something like that.
I
maybe?
think it is quite gamified. I don't know
Yeah.
all the specifics, but yeah.
They definitely
understanding.
have put some effort into it. Yeah, it shows like there's 17 million unique combinations, and then it shows hat, face, arms, chest, body, back, as if you would be acquiring different pieces. So it could be a really, really cool game. I mean, it could literally just like become super popular, almost like those Was Neopets the online game? There was some online.
Neopets.
Yeah, there was some online
Yeah.
game that was really fun.
Yeah,
If
that's
this could,
old.
oh, it's so old.
Yep, I remember Neopets. Very similar to these. Now that I think about it.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine if the game is executed flawlessly and super popular. Like that would just be
That'd be
insane
huge.
for Cool Cats.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get
Sick.
into.
Mutants, Apes a little bit, man. I mean,
What?
the floors are absolutely running. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? You think they keep going?
Which one?
Mutants and Apes.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I want to exit, but I think, man, it's hard to
You
say.
think they're gonna dump post token?
I don't know, dude. It depends what that token does and what, like, do you need the longer you hold, do you get like exponentially more token? Like somebody who's held for 100 days, you know, they're earning more per day than somebody who's just got it.
As they hold.
Who
Right.
just got it. So
Be interesting to know if like maybe the price that you paid for your Bored Ape or Mutant would be a reflection on how much you would earn. I don't know. That'd be an interesting tweak.
Oh, that'd be
I
crazy.
don't think so. I think it would just be a matter of like, you know, Apes, Mutants, Kennel Club, etc.
there's a lot of
I
rumors
think
right
a breakdown. Yeah.
Although,
Work.
I mean, if you have a Bored Ape, right, like, or a Mutant, are you selling now? Are you taking profits? To me, I don't know, because, you know, Bored Apes got airdropped for free, the serums, and the serum floor on M1, I believe, is like 30 ETH right now. Like, I think they got airdropped the Kennel Club, right? And the floor
Yeah,
on that is 10.
yeah.
And there's rumors of like
Like
Mutant
more
Ape
stuff.
Kennel Club.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know if I'm selling here. It
I
seems
mean,
like it just, you know,
Pays to be a holder.
I wouldn't mind selling a non-floor and then buying a floor, if you think it's
Right.
because you're gonna get airdrops and the tokens and all that, because they're all equal. Likely, the odds of them all being equal are high. Like the odds of them using traits and stuff to give you more token, I don't think they would do that really, or like rarities. But who knows? This is all speculation.
Apes are what, 116 now?
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Just gross. I mean, it's
That's-
insane.
That's hard because like I always, when I think of things, I often like to think like that Ethereum will be $10,000 at one point. So like to me, that's basically $1 million. And when I think of Mutant Apes,
Right.
like 250,000. Obviously, that's not the case at all right now. But I'm bullish long term Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I don't know. Ooh, this is a sick mutant on the floor. That's gonna sell quick.
Which one in the suit there?
No, he's got the samurai thing on. Is at 27. His mouth isn't so great, but I think aesthetically it's really cool looking. 4262.
McKay, I know NFT Nick always talks about like the $500,000 USD target for Bored Apes, which
Yeah.
is not that far away anymore. That's only, you know, 200 ETH is 520K, just
Crazy.
about.
It's
So-
not that. Yeah, it's not very unrealistic, which is
It's
insane.
really not.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Raid Party. We can briefly touch on that. We've got Raid Party and Lives of Asuna that we wanted to touch on. Raid Party is interesting. They made a killing off their Genesis heroes, and they still have to do the whitelist mint and the public. Is the whitelist today or tomorrow?
I believe it is. And then the public starts tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, the first. The floor for the hero.
Six.
The floor for the
yeah.
heroes is 6.5 right now. The aftermarket activity has been actually not crazy. I
No,
wouldn't say
low
on the
volume.
higher, pretty low volume relatively speaking, just like compared to the amount of eyes on the project. But I think there's a lot of people anticipating the more affordable mint for the for most consumers. And yeah, man, it's like you said, they made an absolute killing, and I think they're going to really deliver with the game. They've certainly got the resources now to even hire anything out that's larger than life. It's pretty crazy.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the base heroes and then those fighters go for. But we'll have a lot more on this over the next day or two, so just wanted to touch on that briefly.
Yeah.
The Lives of
Yeah.
Asuna raffle, we posted this, and I don't think I saw anybody win the raffle.
I didn't either. I think it may have been heavily botted, or
Yeah.
raffle entered that way.
Yeah.
With the floor price of where it's at right now, makes sense that people would go after this pretty hard. I think floor, I'm looking at it, is 2.4. The raffle list, or the raffle winners, mint out today at 2 p.m. Eastern, I believe. And there's no date for the reveal yet. So kind of interesting. I was looking in the server, poking around, couldn't find a date. One of the helpers in the server said that no reveal date just yet. So I don't know. Very few of these getting allocated to whitelist or raffle winners. I think 1,900, I believe, just about. So kind of interesting. Anime style project. I'm not super excited about it.
Me
The
neither.
floor is kind of high. I expect it goes low, maybe like 1.5 after reveal. But we'll see. I'm not sure.
It's,
I
I
go
just
ahead.
think they're kind of riding off the Azuki anime hype wave, and that's why the floor is up so much. But at the same time, I don't think the floor has moved much at all since last week. Right?
Yeah, it really hasn't. I don't think it really has much at all. It definitely hasn't gone above 2.5. And they're similar to like the Killer Girlfriend Club that we saw as well.
Yeah, that's
those
what
were
I'm
quite
looking
hyped.
at.
Those came down a bit. I
Yeah.
expect these to do the same. Like at the end of the day, I don't really see the buyer for these long term. So they're cool if you can get in right now if you won the raffle, definitely mint, of course, easy flip. But I don't know about like long term value. I'm speculating on buying in post reveal if they get low enough, just because I think they will go up. But we'll see.
I
Yeah.
don't like the art of these compared to Azuki. Azuki blows these away.
Agreed. Slumped.
Yeah.
What are the Azukis at right now? Those ran.
9.5.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at that. Ugh.
Jeez.
See, this is like, I love buying projects that look really, really good and solid, and then buying a rare like within the first few hours, because usually, if these run, then the rares go up a ton.
Yep.
I missed a play on these that I was talking to the guys about on a rare one, and yeah, but that's great when you have a rare, like that's what I'm talking about on the cool pets. If they even had any rarities, I would be looking to, if the floor were high enough, I'd be looking for trying to get a rare one for cheap.
I remember Siri, his rare Azuki must be worth like 80 or 100 Ethereum at this point.
Oh yeah.
By
Do we
now,
know-
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know if Siri ever sold his?
He didn't.
I don't think
That's
Oh
so.
my
that's
gosh,
epic.
good for him.
Which one did he have? Lightning?
Yeah,
He had
it was like a super crazy lightning one. Let me find a picture of it.
It's
He had a spirit type with like lightning, something absolutely ridiculous. The floor on the spirits is 68 ETH, and the lightning is like combining
Spirit
those
with
two is,
lightning. Wow,
I'm pretty sure.
that's
It's
crazy.
like-
Yeah,
Oh, here
and
it
the
is.
mask too with the sunglasses.
See if I can
That's
pull it up.
absolutely crazy.
So that was it. Wow,
That's his.
that's crazy. Does he even have it on sale? I don't even think he has it for sale right now. Yeah, he
doesn't.
has it with the mask on the cat mask.
So epic, dude.
Siri's a longtime GFNF member too, which is crazy.
For real.
Good.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I don't even see it on here when I do buy now off. It's so weird.
Huh.
Is that?
Should we move over to Solvents?
Yeah. Let's go into Solana.
Okay.
The Wolves was
seen-
one, but
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of action with Sol right now. I feel like this hype and anticipation for Sol on OpenSeas brought a lot of people to try to find projects. They've kind of a lot of artificially gone up, just people buying and expecting them to go up even more once they're more accessible through OpenSea. I think right now we've seen like some innovative things launch in Sol over the past week. We saw this morning Phantom, which is like the MetaMask equivalent for Solana, made their mobile app public, so that's now on the Apple Store. I don't think it's on Android just yet, but that's going to make Sol minting accessible through mobile phone, which will be awesome. I think that'll be. We'll see how some of these drops go with Phantom on mobile. Obviously, a lot of these Sol projects are doing whitelist only. Like today's project, one of the best ones today, Retro Wolves, It's going to mint at 2:30 Eastern, but it's only a 1,000 supply. All of it's going to go to whitelist, 1.5 Sol mint, and I'm sure the floor will be 3 or 4 after because it's just going to be hard to get. And I think we're starting to see more and more Sol projects try to go over to exclusively whitelist if they have the hype and demand to execute that properly.
Yep.
Retro Wolves is interesting. They're using this platform called Monkey Labs. Monkey Labs is an NFT that dropped last week, and that's its own. That's on Magic Eden. That's its own collection. I'll put it in admin chat, Vince, with its own floor of 10 Sol. And so that project launched and was big last week when it launched because they used their own smart contract on Solana's network, which is very rare and one of the first times you've ever seen it executed correctly. Because unlike ETH, on Solana, most projects are using Candy Machine, whether that's Candy Machine through Magic Eden's Launchpad or through a custom form type that they put on their website. Unlike that, what these guys did is they created their own smart contract to replace Candy Machine that was unbottable and launched their project on it. And the project now is a DAO, which allows the holders of that NFT, which they would be paying 10 Sol for, to get a small portion of revenue from a project that launches on that platform. So, for example, the Retro Wolves today are going to launch on Monkey Labs. And so holders of the Monkey Labs NFT who are in that DAO are going to get 50% of all revenue generated from that project. So that's a crazy utility for a DAO that we haven't really seen, and I'd never even considered being possible on Solana because everyone's just so used to the Candy Machine mints. But not only, the incentive, someone was asking yesterday on Twitter, like, what's the incentive that these projects have to use that? They're losing out on almost half their profits. But the truth is that if their real focus and goal is community, they can launch projects in the future, generate more revenue through that, and they're not going to have to worry about botters. And that's like a main concern for a lot of these big Sol projects. So I think we're going to start seeing more and more projects, even if it's not using Monk DAO, more Sol projects figuring out how to write their own smart contracts and not use Candy Machine. So that's something I'm really interested in for Sol right now. And I think we're going to start seeing more projects move that direction.
I like the direction they're going with just whitelist mint, to be honest. I mean, for the people that I just feel like so many Sol projects just get sold straight into to the floor, to the ground, right after they sell out, and they really never have a chance. But if projects really want to build something for long term, I think, although whitelist only is a little bit exclusionary for the general public, like, why not reward the early supporters and people that actually believe they can build something, especially if the project size is like 1,000 units. Like, to me, that's kind of cool. The fact that these guys are just giving it to the OG people that have been involved. A little bit more difficult to execute on like a larger project, but for these small ones, I think it probably makes the most sense.
I mean, that's true. Over the past week, like last week, there were 2 or 3 mints that they might have done a third or half for whitelist, but a large majority of the project ended up going to public. And then we saw the floors just tank to ridiculous numbers, to a point where guys were running snipers under mint, grabbing them, and then eventually the project recovers.
Yeah.
I don't think the whitelist only concept's bad at all. We've seen ETH projects do this for a while. I think it just depends where their priority is. If the priority is building a community, that's when they do all whitelist. And if the priority is trying to just sell out and stop botters, though, then that's when they use something like Monk DAO or some sort of custom smart contract on Solana. So there's kind of 2 options, and it just depends on the project's priority. That's what I think.
Cool. Yeah, not really any drops we're gonna cover though.
There's one decent one. There's one called Sneaky Slambirds, which is this evening at like 4:30 p.m. roughly. That one's kind of on my radar. I see a lot of people going for that in the bot Discord.
Is anybody going for the Salty Crocs Club?
I didn't see a lot of hype behind those. They had a few thousand followers, but what was the issue was mostly whitelist, right? When we looked at it.
Oh, that's right. Same with the Wolves.
Yeah, and same with the Wolves would have been great today, but
yeah, they're getting us with these whitelists. We're gonna have to keep
kind of
our eyes
another pick that I have that's in the 2 ETH range right now, and this is one I called at 0.7. It's I'll link it right now. Smileverse. They're partnered with Coinbase. Coinbase just updated their Twitter banner while we were on this call to the Smileverse. So if you look at this, I'll link it. They're really pushing this project. I'm not exactly sure why, but Casey Neistat owns one of these. Like there are a lot of influencers in this project. They ran all the way from 0.7 now to an all-time high of 2.15. But if we're looking at targeting projects below like that 5 ETH threshold, I think these could do it, and they're currently obviously pumping right now because of this Coinbase thing.
Damn, they're at 2.2.
Yeah.
You just remember looking at these back in November when the floor was like 0.4, 0.38. I totally remember that.
Yeah.
These are cool. I mean, I think this unique art style, it's different than whatever else is on the market. Might not be for everyone, but plays like these, I think, are where the money is now. Most of the blue chips have ran. I wouldn't consider this a blue chip just yet, but I don't hate buying these now. As crazy as that sounds.
I think we're starting to see more and more smart money or just average consumers go in the direction of finding longer term projects that they can sit on rather than just buying and quick flipping because they're just getting burnt doing that.
For sure.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That way they don't get burned as much by dipping into all these crap new projects.
Yeah, these smiles will probably run to 4 or 5.
That is
probably by end of week.
That is possible. I'm kind of thinking that too. Huh.
I might look for an entry if this is the case.
No time like the present, dude. They're gonna be bought all the way up.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I was just looking at Ethereum up today a little bit here. Because ideally Ethereum literally just like slowly just regains steam. Like for the NFTs, if it just like took months for it to just slowly grind up, that would be a positive for everything. But we know how volatile these cryptocurrencies like to be, so. Cool. Okay, anything else we want to cover today?
That's all I had.
Let me make
Yeah, I
sure we
think we
didn't
hit a
miss
lot
any
of it.
questions.
The Prime Kong planets just minted on their whitelist that dropped about 25 minutes ago.
Those are sweet. I really like
those. Is 1.3. Same creators as Prime Ape Planet.
You're talking about
which were
Prime
like
Kong
2.84.
Planet?
Yeah, Prime Kong Planet.
Okay. Did we post that mint yet?
We
guess
did,
it's
yeah.
live.
Well, we posted the whitelist, but I haven't posted that it's live. So.
Yeah, let's do that. Where's the?
Cool.
Do you have the link? Here.
Yeah, I can get it here.
I'll send it to you. Okay, cool. Well, thanks, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.
All right.
Take it easy.
Peace.